Hello everyone. I would like to show you how to install McSAS3GUI on Mac OS X. The installation procedure and the way to execute McSAS3GUI is very similar on Windows, but I will make a separate short video about that. So on Mac OS X, what you want to do is you want to open a terminal window and go to a directory of your choice where you normally keep your projects. In my case, I'll go to code. So for McSAS3GUI, I want to make a separate project, so I make a new directory called M3GUI, and then I go to that directory. So what we want to do is to install Python and install McSAS3GUI, or more specifically, we want to make a separate Python environment for McSAS3GUI. That's good practice. It makes sure you don't have any version conflicts of your library. So the way I do that is to launch a Python flavor or a particular version of Python, which on my system resides in opt-homebrew bin Python. I have several Python versions available, but the current one is Python 3.13. What I want to do is to create a virtual environment, which you do in the following way. You can use the venv package, which is included in Python. And I want to install that in a directory called .venv. So now I have a virtual environment, but it's not yet active. The way we activate that is by typing dot, and then you go to .venv bin activate. That will activate that environment as indicated by this little venv thing over here. So now we need to download McSAS3GUI. So we get that using Git. So we can type git clone https github.com /bamresearch /McSAS3GUI. Yep, it just doesn't fit on that line. There we go. So that has now copied that project or that Git repository to your local directory. It's right there. So we go there, and then we can install this particular package. And the way we do that is using pip install -e dot. So you only need to do this once, right? Once you have the McSAS3GUI package installed, you can just open your terminal and open the virtual environment and then run it. So this installation process will install all of the dependencies for McSAS3GUI. It might take a little bit of time depending on your machine and your internet connection, but on my M1 MacBook it happens quite quickly. So now that everything is installed, we can launch the McSAS3GUI in the following way. We can say Python -m McSAS3GUI, and once you run that, it will launch the McSAS3GUI. Now the first time you launch this, it will take a bit longer than the next times. I think it needs to build a font cache and everything, and those processes take a little bit of time. But the next few times that you execute it, it will happen a lot quicker. Eventually, you will be greeted with a user interface, which in the case of McSAS3GUI looks like this. I'll make a separate video about what McSAS3GUI does and how you can get started with using it. So the next time you want to launch McSAS3GUI, imagine we start all over again, so we go back to home and we deactivate our environment. This is the way that you would be greeted in your terminal. So you go to the same directory as before, to your M3GUI project directory, and we want to activate the virtual environment again with .venv bin activate. That activates the environment. Now McSAS3GUI is already installed, so the only thing we need to do is say Python -m McSAS3GUI. And that now you can see it actually launches a lot quicker than before. So I hope that was helpful. as mentioned, I will make a separate video about Windows, but it will be very much the same. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and good luck with McSAS3GUI.